So you want to do quantitative study for your dissertation. Well, I'm here to give you some hopefully advice and especially like set you up for success, at least give you a stable foundation to stand on. If you're like me, I never thought I would be a quantitative girly, but here I am because a good dissertation is a done dissertation. So, yeah, and I'm making this video because yesterday I almost had a panic attack and um, it was a dark time yesterday. And from pain and darkness, I'm creating this video so that you can learn from my mistakes. I've created a template in order to help you in this journey of quantitative research and hope that you can utilize it. It's free if you want to donate. My Venmo is also in the description. So if you want to donate money and give me a tip for thanks, sure, that'd be great. Um, but if not, I don't care. I'm just wanting to help people. And even better, comment in the video. Say thank you so much. I love this. Even better. Chef's kiss. So, anyways, moving on. Um, yes. So let me share my screen and show you the template. Here she is in all her beauty. So, three things we want to talk about in quantitative research, or not talk about, but things you need to keep in your brain to keep your sanity is one, work smarter, not harder. Two, keep it simple. Three, keep it organized. And four, be efficient. Okay. Work smarter, not harder. Efficiency, it's out of order. Simple and organization. Okay. So I could probably make an acronym, but I don't feel like it right now. Before we get into this template, I want to tell you two things I need you to do before anything. Okay. One, you need to watch a Qualtrics video. If you're using Qualtrics or any platform really of survey collection, if you are not like at all familiar with it, you feel like, oh, you're tech savvy, you can handle it. Oh, the platform's pretty user friendly. No. Watch the introductory training of any of the videos or any introductory lessons of whatever that survey platform is, and just watch and see anything that calls your attention. And I say that because yesterday I was like, I need to figure out something with my thing. I ended up in a rabbit hole, found this introductory training, realized something that could have saved me a whole lot of time. Like it is not, it's like it could have worked smarter, not harder. And I was in a very bad place yesterday where I was in full regret and very upset and frustrated. So just do it. This is 43 minutes, but let me tell you, it was the best 40 minutes of my life. Um, the best and the worst. It taught me a lot. It helped me organize my survey a little bit better. And ultimately, when you set up your survey a certain way in Qualtrics, it's really for your benefit when you transfer it to SPSS or whatever file. Um, ultimately, because it will help code and help label your variables, things like that. So ultimately, if you take the time to watch the videos, you will work smarter, not harder. I promise you. Okay. I I'm very passionate about this subject. The second thing is make sure your university knows you need a certain amount of emails to be sent. So with my university, they're requiring me to use my university email, my school email to send out my surveys. I did not know, and no one knew because I was the guinea pig this year, um, that there's a cap on student emails. That's probably going to start being a normal thing because of phishing scams and robots. So I get it. You need to clear it with IT though, and you need to take names of the people you talk to and get confirmation emails when you do get permission. For example, I had to, and IT is great. I'm not trying to badmouth them because they're doing their job wonderfully, right? Um, but ask them for your max participants and then maybe pad it to like 10 extra emails just in case you need to correspond with a participant. Pad it like 10. So if you're asking for 250 surveys to go out, emails to go out, pad it to 260 a day, even if you only need it for one day. And then give an expiration date. So when you're going to go to IT, say I need to send 250 emails a day and until August 1st. And they'll say yes or no, or they'll work with you. They'll probably work with you. But definitely make sure you do that before you start sending emails and compiling emails and all that kind of stuff. It's just going to help you in the long run. But those are the biggest things you need to make sure you can do. I was going to say something about the emails, but I forgot. Oh, that's a whole other. If you need help with emails and Outlook, I can maybe help you a little bit, but for the most part, this should help you with like the mundane and like boring tasks of like copying, pasting, and making those emails and sending reminder emails. Okay, so back to this template. So I've included those videos for you. If you want to add any other videos or any resources, you just hyperlink it or paste the link here. And then if it is YouTube or any Google suite, it will make one of those clips. And I can't show you, but yeah, don't worry about it. I've included a space for you to keep your IRB, like the PDF. I highly suggest you keep it there so you're not like flip flopping and trying to make sure you're doing what you said you did. And then I included a template of the hub, which I can talk in another video, but basically in a quick flash, this is what a dissertation hub looks like. I can show you mine in another video. I'll record it right after this. Um, so if you need any information about your dissertation, it can be located here. And then I would also link your quantitative workbook in the hub. That's what I would do. Make sure you require responses in your Qualtrics. This should probably be up there, but or in any survey. I made the mistake and I didn't, and I should have. And that was a dumb mistake because I had to get rid of some participants who didn't complete some of the stuff, like important stuff. For emails, just so you know, if you want, no one taught me this, and I'm 32. If you want to send the 250 emails but don't want to show the emails to anyone else, it's BCC. And then you just send the email to yourself. And then make sure you CC any important people. So if you're doing a case study like I am, make sure you CC any of the important people that should be in charge of it, like district communication, which is what I had to do. Did I mention I'm doing educational leadership? I don't remember. Anyways, on this side is notes and we'll kind of get back to it, but this is like whatever you want to put here. You can put like what you did on a certain day. But I'll get into this once we go down to the groups. But I utilize this section to tell me when I'm going to send the emails. And then I would make the dates. And then as I created the emails to schedule, I marked them complete as I did it. And then writing an expiration date for those rounds, like whenever they're done. So if it's July 26th, 6 is the end, then you'll put July 26th there. And then same with if you do another round of participants, then you can put that here too. Like, so for mine, I'm doing stratified random sampling. So I have to have a certain proportion of my groups. You can take this out if you want, or if you need it as well, you can keep it. I have 2 groups, and one group needs to be 60% and the other one needs to be 40% to kind of represent the population I am studying. And so here's the proportional alignment. So I put for 50, it should look like this. It's not really perfect, but it should be around here. And what I do is I have my current alignment and I'll say, oh, I checked it this date. I have 50 emails. This is my group and this is my group. And I'll show you. Actually, I'll show you what mine looks like. So this is what mine looks like, where I just started using this template yesterday since I was in a dark place. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to use it. I checked it yesterday and I have a total of 57. And this is where I'm at right now for my proportional alignment, which is very, very close. So that's really good. It works better in evens with my numbers. So that's just a real world example. And I did put the percentage next to it. If it was a sheet, it would be easier to calculate, but the workbook works best, I promise you. Oh, she printed. Anyways, so that's out of the way. Here's where you can put your first email, put the subject here, and then the body paragraph of the first email you'll send out. I put it in table because if you triple click, it'll select the whole box and then you can just control copy paste. And I'm telling you, there's reasons for everything I do. And then here's a section for the reminder email. Just a quick note, to open this, you go like this, and then the benefit of having these is you can just quickly go to whatever that area is. One less click, one less move of my arm because I have pain in my arm. I think it's carpal tunnel. Um, the better. So I try to work with that in my brain. Now let's go to groups. So the groups is where you can organize all of your stuff. Trust me, I've tried doing sheets. I'm a sheets girl. I love hubs. You saw, but this is going to be better for you. Okay. Um, and if you need more room, you can always extend this out. But anyways, this is where I would put the emails and then I would label my groups. So if I'm doing self-contained classroom, my group A would be self-contained. And then like color code them. So self-contained is going to be black. And then my content specialized, my group B is going to be gray. And then my emails are put there, here. And I have a trick with emails if you're, well, technically I don't. Never mind. Don't worry about it. But I wish there was a trick with emails. There just isn't. I'm sorry. It's not easy at all, but I would just put them here if you have that access to organize them. And then that's a good way to keep it all in one area. And then if you need to control F to find Alexander Hamilton, you know that you can find it in one area. That makes sense. So definitely keep everything in one book. That's why you have a workbook. So here I would put emails and then notes of names. So if I have a list of names I'm going to be doing, You can use this area as whatever you want. My opinion is to write your names, and then as you find their emails, cross them off or don't. But like if you have that email there and you know it's there and you don't want to cross it off, just keep them there. And if you're going to do a cross off for something different, just take that out. Okay? And definitely write notes. So if you could not find Alexander Hamilton's email, write not found. Like make sure you're communicating with yourself. Okay? Like don't pretend, oh, I'm going to remember that. Nope. Lots of things happen, especially if you're ADHD. So in this topic, my suggestion is if you are getting a list of people and you're doing it like me, stratified random sampling, here's my suggestion. Number your participants, and this is where this comes in. Number your participants, and then go to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to make, if you're doing 100 participants each round, tell your ChatGPT randomly select 100 numbers, 1 through 500, and make groups of 100. Does that make sense? So you make your groups right then. You see what I'm saying? So if you're doing random sampling, random stratified sampling, get your groups ahead of time. Like make those groups now so that if you do have to do a second round, you're set. You're ready. You're like, oh, I don't have to tell ChatGPT. I've already taken off number 1, 5, 7, and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Again, we're working smarter, not harder. Whenever you're thinking about your collection, think about ahead. Like if you have to do this process again, what is best to do? It's better to do it in the now when you're in on the roll, right? In that zone. So I would definitely get your names or numbers all in an area, have your participants here, somehow color code them. There's no really easy way to organize it via that way, but everything else will be organized for you. I can't make everything simple. There are some things that are going to be grueling to do. And hopefully this workbook will help and this advice will help in mitigating as like other grueling tasks. So that's my suggestion if you are doing different rounds. And it's if it's stratified random sampling specifically. So you don't have to use all of this, but I definitely recommend it. I don't know if Quantitative could use this. Maybe you could use it for your notes, but for the most part, this is what I have. Um, I think that's it. That's all I was gonna say. Let me show you how to put this in a box drive. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to control A and just control copy or exit X, whatever you want to do. Then you're going to go to your box drive and you are going to, I hope it's sharing. So you are going to you're going to click new at the top right, and you're going to go down to Google Docs. You're going to write quantitative workbook. I've done it already. And then create. And then it's going to launch Google Docs. And it kind of is slow, but it's housing your Google Doc in a safe, secure area. I have noticed that with the Google Docs within Box Drive, it doesn't let you have multiple tabs. So I've created the template. So in with that in mind, and you're just going to control paste. And there you go. It should be there and you're all done. If you wanted to create another like page, my suggestion is you control enter to create a new page, and you can literally just copy the format. Oops, sorry. I did the wrong. and then just change it. And also, if you need to restart numbering, you can always do that. And you can change it to past participants, whatever you want to do. And then that will become one of the fast numbers. And that's also, you can also change it at the top right here. So that's how you add extra pages if you need it. And if you need to do more rounds, just control copy and control paste. And I organized by round, so I don't have to think of numbers. I mean, I guess you could do numbers, but I know the next one's gonna be yellow. Anyways, yeah, that's it. I also would include like the expiration date for rounds and then the quantity. Just a thought. Anyways, that's it. Um, yeah, I honestly hope this helped. I hope this gives you some foundation that will help you. Stay tuned for the hub and how I use the hub, because that will also help in your dissertation journey. But yeah, thanks for watching. Enjoy and good luck.